I'm Robin, and you're listening to Crit Out of Luck, the Last Song of Arcadia. Find us on social media at Crit Out of Luck, or join our Discord server to chat all things D&D. Stay cool.
When last we left our heroes, what did happen?
We went to the circus.
Yeah.
Oh, that was not
time.
a fun fair. Some of it was fun.
That was mostly the combat last time.
Yeah, so...
Yes.
We emerged from the folding suitcase of Spider Gal, found it devoid of people, which means maybe there weren't people ever at all in the carnival. It was just for us.
Who knows? Space worked funny inside of the folding suitcase. Maybe time works a little funny inside of the folding suitcase.
You guy.
Who knows?
That's just your opinion.
Who knows?
I have news about DM's opinions.
We fought a whole bunch, all of them. We fought everybody who was cool and performed in the Big Top event. We did not fight the Big Top, though, who's not all that big.
Well, I respect somebody who's going to tap out when he knows he's beat. So current working theory is that we're going to take the monkey and we're going to take the idol and we're going to go find Atla Pashar at the Mages College.
And we are
We're
staying
hanging out.
with Madame Malfette, who is unconscious, but repaired and not dying.
The plan that is... So, 2 of you are going to the Mages College,
I love
and
when
2 of you are staying...
Recap our plans to us, because it makes them sound way stupider.
So I have your story.
Let me get this right. What dumb shit have you concocted?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, God, you can tell it's been a long time, because it's been so long that I remembered you planning something else entirely, and so that's what I prepped. So, here we go!
Hey, what did you think we planned?
I thought
That's a DM achievement right there.
Yeah, right? It's been so long
Wait,
since last
that's
session. The thing that was in my brain that I was remembering was going to Waledo, so that's what I prepped for tonight. But it's fine, we can make it work.
Eventually.
We can make it work.
For the benefit of everyone else, it's been a long time since we were all together.
It's been like a month.
I know, life gets in the way. So, yeah, let's get down to it then. Transport via planes is the plan to get to the school, right?
Cool.
Or closer to
Which
it.
is why
Very close enough.
It still will be a couple of days to get to the college. A day or 2 to get to the college from there. So do you
Okay.
guys still want to just hang out, or do you want to go with them?
even knowing that, I think we
Yeah.
planned for that, yeah.
Before we step gingerly into a nearby fern or something.
Whisper into a succulent.
Breeze.
Yeah, what are the plants around here? I kind of was imagining this rather desolate.
No, I mean,
This is the main line.
yeah, essentially, yeah. There's fancy trees everywhere.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, you can find one without too much effort.
Seren, look, a fancy tree.
I'm wiping the ketchup blood off of the boy. And I have
Oh, yeah. I forgot about
I have the monkey, I have the boy, I have the bag of holding on my hip.
Is the monkey in a
Belt.
cage?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm wiping the ketchup blood off of the boy. I'm looking at the monkey. I'm very sorry. This must be greatly indignified to you, but it's easier. What?
Look, a tree.
Oh,
Shall we?
wonderful.
Be safe, please. We'll be here.
We have not long rested.
No.
This is happening like less than an hour after, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're not going anywhere until we do.
Oh.
Yep.
We'll camp out.
Camp out, yeah.
Put the boy on the ground and then look at the monkey. Now, if I let you out, you're not going to go running off somewhere?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
Monkeying around?
Oh, no. Oh, that's better. Bananas.
Lord. He looks at you dolefully with his sweet monkey eyes.
Wait, didn't Kashet speak to me?
Spoke to the manatee.
Yeah, I spoke to the manatee. I was actually going to ask.
What?
If that's a manatee, is this a man key?
Can you please knock once for yes, twice for no? If I let you out, you're not going to go running away somewhere?
Does anybody know?
He puts
Yes.
a little fist into the cage once.
You will run away?
The monkey looks confused. Then taps the cage twice.
Okay, I just need you to stay close by for when we eventually take you to hopefully become unmonkey. Here, and then
Puts both hands on the cage and starts
I
rattling.
got it! I've got it! Here! Is it locked?
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
This is really more your area.
I could grab it and make it not locked.
He's still
We'll take
inside.
the delicate approach first, I think, if that's alright.
Or is it going to try it?
So then I give the cage to you.
So, yeah.
You don't even need to roll for it. It's pretty rudimentary. I mean, you can if you want. It is D&D after all.
You can only keep that monkey.
27.
Yeah, the door flies
Is there
off.
reliable talent for that?
No, because I rolled a 12.
The monkey tentatively makes its way out of the cage, looking up at all of you, shivering a little bit as you tower over it, its diminutive form, and then it just kind of sits and looks around, not sure what to do with itself.
Get down like when you talk to a little kid. If you'd like, you look a little cold, and I'll just kind of hold my arm out for him if he wants.
It makes its way over and starts to climb up on your arm, but as it does, the baby charges at it and begins like swiping and taking little snaps.
Stop! Stop that!
And the monkey kind of freaks out and like spirals up your arm and sits on top of your head and like swipes his little paws and bares his little monkey teeth.
No, both of you are the same. You can't be fighting each other.
Oh wow, they are kind of.
You have to stop. This is a friend.
I'll get
Hold
him.
on.
And you, sir, up there, please. I would really prefer. He's just a small thing. I would really prefer it if he was unbitten.
I grabbed the baby owlbear.
He's still like,
Even though
like
it's-
when you hold someone at a distance. but
Even though it's larger than he was, it's still baby to me.
Yeah,
He is
I-
much bigger than our friend here.
I will take him and I will just sort of like Chinpo does.
Yeah, he comes. Give me an animal handling check.
Oh fuck it.
Because we're playing D&D.
Yes,
so
we
I should,
are.
I should make you roll for
Please,
this.
by all means. I'm gonna handle this boy. 17.
Yes, he seems to calm in your arms and just kind of droops. And like when you pick him up that way, he's actually way longer than you think he would be.
Like
Like a cat.
You're like a slinky.
Should we let the other ones out?
My son invented those.
What?
I'm talking to the baby.
Sorry.
Should
Private
we-
conversation.
Let the other ones out?
Yes. They seem to understand.
Yes, they
Us?
seem to have retained their intelligence. I don't think they're going to go running anywhere.
We shall
As
give
long
them
as
company for the next couple of days.
Although
Yeah.
I am to understand that sometimes the animal instinct has a way of taking over.
So again, worst reference ready.
That could have worked in context.
No, you're right.
That was absolutely for you, though.
I know you didn't talk to every one of them, but I think that you were able to determine that not all of them were transformed people. Only some of them were.
I think the only one I checked was the manatee. I don't
Oh,
think
was that? Never mind that.
That's it. We
Recalling,
did. We knew that.
I'm recalling that you were hearing other voices once they started figuring out that you
Yes.
were speaking to the manatee, but I don't think we checked in. We were like, hey, are you
Right,
a horse?
yeah,
Hey, are you a horse? Hey, are you a horse?
Alright, I'm gonna.
Sleepy sleep. Well, I suppose we should.
Sleepy sleep. What time is it?
It's like mid-afternoon.
It's
right?
like evening now because the time
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were in,
yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
sunset
It's like
when we
evening
got
now.
out.
Oh, that's right. We sort of had like a
An
not high
evening show.
noon, low noon.
Sorry,
Low.
would I be able to borrow your book?
Which book?
The fun one.
Oh, yes.
I know how you're all about to be. I want to open it up to a random page. If you'd like, you can maybe help me out with something to call you. If you'd like to maybe point at some of the letters.
Oh, the monkey?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool idea. Sure. Give me a.
Monkey check.
No, I'll do the monkey
Monkey
make a check. That's a cool idea, Sam.
monkey.
You've given me monkey.
Monkey.
We must have made one of those jokes the last time, right?
Yeah.
You saved me.
You see
Monkey. Why? Monkey.
Monkey. So the monkey begins pointing letters out and then stops after a little while and fans himself.
I know, right?
He gets to the word clunge and he kind of.
Just points out the whole word. This is my name.
He just looks at
It's
you.
like footnotes.
It's not mine. I didn't write it.
He spells out the name Mason.
Mason. Lovely to meet you. I'm Seren. That's Hyrus. That's Suri. That's Kashek. He's very rude. I'm so sorry about him. His manners. He wasn't always like this. He's a bit in your boat as well.
He used to be a guy.
He did used to be a guy.
Very handsome.
He was so handsome.
Still handsome.
Is that his name or his profession?
Oh, twice for no, once for yes. That's your name or your profession? That's your name?
The monkey's going to shit.
Ah,
shook.
How do you know?
Wait, were
I've
you?
been around a monkey or two.
Is your name Mason? Were you also a bricklayer? I get it now.
Some people have names that are what they do.
Wow.
Why do you
That's-
think I have the surname that I do?
Yes. Because you lived under the ballast.
Well,
Wow.
my ancestor did, of course.
I don't know what my surname. I guess I do.
What your surname?
Surname.
You could ask.
Well, I know what it is, but I don't know that it has a meaning.
My 2 words still stand. 3. Shit. Sorry.
He's cursed before, when he could still speak.
I don't know how impressionable he is in this state. These are instincts. I cannot get rid of them.
From inside the tent. Shit!
You see?
Even
He's taking a shit.
Kashik says it now.
Well, I'm quoting.
Do you, Mr. Mason, do you happen to know which of your companions inside were always animals and which ones were sometimes people? That was a no.
The monkey's very confused about this yes and no system.
Because you keep saying once for yes, twice for no, and then you don't ask a yes or no question. You ask an open-ended question and it doesn't work. I'm sorry.
Once for yes, twice for
You
no.
got fries or tater tots? Yep.
Could you tell me which of the ones in cages?
Yes,
Well, now he could tell you, but
He scampers out off of your shoulder and back into the tent and begins like
Calling a
pointing
monkey?
now you've upset him. He's running away.
Quite
It's gonna
rude.
leave a bad review.
But following him into the tent, he begins to point out several cages.
Jack, would you want to maybe be privy to this?
I figured I was there.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and he
Don't
points
have
out
to shout.
he points out several of the of the animals that he knows to be transformed, totaling in 7. The manatee included.
I sure hope so.
To
We're
the,
very convincing actual manatee.
to the manatee. I'm very sorry, but I don't think we can let you out.
Yet.
Right now,
Squishes his face up against the glass.
it's just
You see a single tear come out of his
Fighting the
face.
worst way.
Yeah, that's the power of manatees.
Yeah, it's that 9 charisma.
It's just that I think you are meant to be underwater, and I'm not sure how wet we can keep you right now.
Manatee's a mammal.
As if she knows what that is.
A what?
I mean,
This specific
Gotta
one
read the
can
book.
breathe air.
Oh,
In fact, it only breathes there.
well then why does it live in the water?
You would have to ask it.
I can't. What of them do?
Seren, what do I look like to you?
You would have to ask the turtle when he created this world.
Which of them? I plan on it. First of all, which of them can be released from the cages? That wasn't a monkey question. That was a clever question.
Oh,
Yeah, same answer.
same answer.
Is it just the manatee in a big tank?
Other than the manatee, they are all terrestrial, so you could let them out if you wanted to.
what are they?
A cat,
What is these animals?
a horse,
Cat.
a groundhog,
Yes.
a tiger, a praying mantis, a crane.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, right? Yeah, and then the monkey. So that's
Hang on, hang on,
styles
hang on, hang
here.
on.
Well, monkey and manatee would be 8.
yes, there are 8 total. Like I said,
Like you said.
Yes.
Yeah, 7 besides the monkey.
Well,
Shit could turn into a tiger.
Yeah, I was gonna say, all of these things are now added to your
Yep.
Rolodex.
yeah.
Yep.
If we let you out, there are ground rules. You need to please stay close to us.
And the monkey stands up on your shoulder and puts his little monkey hands on his hips and starts wagging a finger, saying that in monkey-ish the same things that you're saying.
I need fan art of that specifically.
That's so cute.
That's all I request. I guess nothing
The
else.
first time I've ever actually thought it would be used for druidcraft, and I didn't take it.
Saren's currently like, I thought having a pet was stressful, but this
Big
monkey
banana.
rules!
I just picked the wrong pet.
If we let you out, we have ground rules. You need to stay close by us. Thank you. There is a very rude baby outside. He is off limits for biting or harming or attacking or eating in any way. No? Please. No, I don't like to do this. But we do have the power not to bring you with us to be unmonkeyed first.
No.
The baby stays unharmed. Is that understood? Is that understood by everyone else?
That's the sound of all animals at once.
Whoa.
Yes.
I'm gonna take a whistle made from gold-colored wood out of my pocket, and I'm going to drape it over the monkey's shoulders.
He's in charge.
Yeah, if any of you that have not been already pointed out to me used to be people, please do something to get my attention now.
No, I'm good.
Okay, great.
I don't want to make up any more animals.
That's enough animals.
The animals are
What is these animals?
That's quite a few.
Sorry,
What?
we've got 7 more, 8 in total.
Alright.
So if maybe you could do something fancy with the locks.
Sure.
Thank you.
You do so.
I've had a wonderful idea.
Yes.
Is the outlying perimeter palisade of this thing still intact?
Mm-hmm.
When you go to help them with that, I'm going to say to the baby owlbear man, you can help me with a very important thing. We're going to set up camp. So, we're going to go take a lot of those fence posts,
He
And we're
used
going
be
to
so good.
arrange them around this location, make a smaller home where we will sit for the next couple of days.
He's just nodding his big head along in time with you as you're speaking.
Come, my boy.
He comes trundling off after you.
So I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah, okay, great. He used to live in the woods all by himself.
He used to love trees.
He was so lonely.
In fairness, this one was born from a tree, so...
That's true. Okay, so you set up a camp, you let all the animals out, you get a long rest. Anything else for the evening?
I guess I read the monkey more porn if he wants it.
I think he's proven he can read. I hand the monkey the porn book. Sorry, the smut book.
Give it to the manatee, it'll keep them wet.
I don't know if you hand out inspiration in this campaign, but
No, listen, I have an inspiration from a dumb joke
there you go.
weeks ago.
Oh, truly?
Yeah,
In
take it away.
soup?
Mm-hmm.
It was for the shit-eating grin afterwards.
Yeah. DM tip for all of you aspiring DMs out there is always put porn in your campaigns, no matter what.
I need to read the other volumes.
Tell you, improvised smut is the best stuff you'll find. No, nothing else for the evening, I don't think.
Okay.
Time.
I think we should take watches.
Yes.
I was taking first watch.
And the night passes, then I'm gonna play.
Oh, okay.
So you awake in the morning. The animals are like a rendering from a child's book about Noah's Ark. All the animals are piled on top of each other, sleeping.
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
Cute.
Where's the praying mantis?
On top of the
Thank
bird
God.
dog.
I was like, oh, they're a bird bottom.
He's the
You
weight
just see
boat.
his
It's
little
Seth
eyes.
Rogen, he can take it.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I don't want to give you chores, but we may want to look into feeding the others. Or something.
Oh,
I can do it.
I don't know that wild animals eat pancakes. I don't know that anything eats pancakes.
Yeah, you don't.
You're right, I
Just
should
kidding.
go. You're right, I should go.
Imagine if I were like that. That would be mean.
well, I'm sure that there were there's probably stuff around.
I am
Sure.
well equipped to forage. I can do this.
Oh.
What? Oh, also,
Well, I just meant they already had
they
been
would have been
fed.
feeding them, yes.
But we could find them
No,
something
your
better.
idea is really
No.
good.
But we could probably find them something better, though,
Okay.
right? Because they probably don't care about them very much.
Mm.
So
Well,
see
we'll
if we
look
could-
first, and then we'll forage if
Yes.
we need to.
Kushek, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Sir? And to the monkey with the whistle.
His name is Mason.
Mason,
He hops up on your shoulder.
you're welcome to do that. Where's the baby?
You want him to come with you? What if they accidentally turn him? Oh, wait.
That-
Sorry, I don't know. What if they mistook and they were like, oh, you want all things with you transformed into people? Okay.
I think that might be.
Well, now that I say it out loud, it kind of...
I don't know.
What the fuck are you two
I
talking
don't
about?
have any idea.
Are you taking him with you or no?
I guess so.
High
I guess so, yeah.
May have a point.
You need to behave. Oh, please.
He is an excellent farmhand. Hand. Carpenter? Hand.
He doesn't have hands. Yes, Seren.
9 intelligence.
Never mind.
Alright.
Head.
I feel like you two are going to speak about us once we leave. Come with me and
You?
behave. Shall we?
Yes.
Okay. So, stepping your way into the trees, you make your way to Veridine,
It's a
yes?
fancy tree. Wow.
We do have
I didn't know
fancy
trees could be
out there.
fancy, but
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, so once in Veridine, your options for getting to the college are, you could just, you want to do the Kashik turns into a horse plane, you could do that. You could rent a boat. You could
60 feet.
Or you have the foldable boat still, so you could just make your way upriver on your folding boat. Whatever you like.
That's faster.
Kashek, do you, in your professional opinion, think it would be faster if you became something with hooves and we ran, or if we took a boat?
How many? It's just me and you.
Oops.
And the monkey and the boy. And Mason and Kuchka. I'm sorry, I'll call them by their names.
Thank you.
The mayor shows up. Well, I oughta. You lost me a troll
You promised me a
contract.
troll!
Not
Can you
right
imagine?
now, we're so busy.
She just shows back up.
Third option.
Mm-hmm.
I could take us there on a whim.
Oh.
This would get us there today?
But as the rain flies, sure, yeah.
All four of us?
Waiting creatures.
So why not?
Them's creatures.
Can I
Intelligence.
place a little 2 fingers on the monkey's shoulder and 1 on the boy? You both need to be willing to do this.
You might want to tell them what's going to happen. The monkey will understand.
I have to assume it will be loud and cold and fast.
They look at each other and as if they're like trying to see if the other one doesn't want to do it, and so in their pig-headedness, both of them seemingly agree.
Men are all the same.
Yeah, why not?
Shall we?
Harris looks up. Hey, wait. From miles away.
Kashek brandishes his staff, and a strangely hot wind from the south. And before you realize it, you're being lifted through the air, dematerialized.
What is this?
Windwalk.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Traveling high into the skies above Arcadia, you can see the expansive stretches of interconnected rivers far below you. And as you begin making your way northwest, it isn't long before you begin eyeing the 7 spires of the Wizards' College of Arcadia.
Can we talk to each other while we're doing this? No.
That's what I'm checking.
Oh, you guys turn into wind?
You're actually technically assuming gaseous form, which is another spell.
But yeah, you draw closer and closer to the 7 spires of the Mages' College, which you think you passed on your way here.
I will say it does not explicitly forbid speaking.
Well then, yes, by all means.
What?
That's where we're going!
I can hear you.
It was the wind tunnel. That's where we're going.
Oh, then let's go back there.
So dropping down to the ground, you are taken by the architecture. You saw it from a distance making your way to the capital for the first time, but up close the splendor of it is truly striking. White stone comprises the towers and halls, all with lapis lazuli shingles on each of the 7 towers. In front of the main structure is this large circular courtyard in which a huge archway is set. And you can see people kind of coming in and out of it. Some of them wearing what you take to be the sort of school uniform, so to speak, which is a deep red and maroon and gold, not robes per se. Yeah, and tall knee-high boots and gloves. So you see people sort of milling about. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to land us down in front of the arch and rematerialize ourselves.
Mm-hmm. As you do so, a number of heads turn towards you, recognizing the high-level magic just performed, obviously, being, students of the college. And you hear little cliques of students muttering to themselves as you land, impressed with the display you have just put on.
As always, in a crowd, I'm gonna hike my mask up over my face.
Sure, yeah. The monkey gives a little bow. And the boy, his feathers are very ruffled from the wind, so he just shakes himself out.
I'm very impressed with you.
No, I think they're very impressed with you. Which is good. You're very impressive.
Oh, what?
You did just sort of materialize out of thin air.
Can they not do this?
You'll have to ask them.
It's one of the first spells you learn.
Do any of you know where we could find an Atla Pasha?
One of the students steps forward.
Mistress Pashan you look for? She can usually be found in her offices during daylight hours.
Lovely. Do you think you could point out where those offices are?
But yes, of course. May I ask your business here at the college?
Oh, we have a monkey to turn back into a human.
What?
I'll take care of this.
You should probably take care
I
of
know
this.
how these things work. Here, boy. A silver piece.
Oh, that's very generous of you. Is that your admission fee? Are you looking to enroll?
You drive a hard bargain.
Well,
2 silver pieces.
We sent the no charismas to do the diplomacy thing.
Seren, if you requires more, you'll have to be your money. That was all I have.
I'm not sure it's...
My net worth is in the bread.
No, we have business from the capital.
From the capital?
Mm-hmm.
It's not often we get representatives from the capital. We are much left to our own devices, and I don't believe I've ever seen either of you around before.
Well, we have not been around before. We are now, and it's rather urgent.
If you are looking, I'll handle this, Brayden. And coming up from behind, you hear the clacking of hooves as coming up behind, followed by a troop of students all holding what these large scrolls look to be some sort of star map. A olive-skinned centaur with long flowing locks.
You don't say.
He's precluded from being hot by the fact that he has half of a horse.
My theory born true.
Please return to your studies. May I help you?
We are seeking Miss Atla Pashan.
I grab the one I gave the coins to by the ruff of his neck.
Ah.
Not like violently, but like, because...
May I have those back, please? I think I need to
No,
bribe this one.
Kashek
I've
doesn't.
changed my mind.
We seek Miss Atla Pashan.
A busy woman indeed. What is your business?
Well, we, by way of some business from the capital, seem to have an unfortunate young man here, and I'll hold my arm down for the monkey, who was not always a monkey.
Curse breaking, is it?
Yes, we believe so.
Rather rudimentary work. I very much doubt that Atla would be willing to take time out of her busy schedule to break such a low-level curse from the looks of it.
Perhaps you could.
Perhaps I may as well. Perhaps may any of the novices around the school.
Oh, so we could just ask any student here and they'd be able to?
Looking at the curse, and he sort of gives it an enterprising look at the monkey. I guess 3rd or 4th level by the looks of things, a weave coming off of it. Where are my manners? My name is Magnanimous Ark. I am the professor of divination here at the college.
I love it here! Pleased to meet you. My name is Dorithiel Seren. This is my colleague Kashek. Well, then we'd love your assistance in breaking such a low-level curse. It should be a sneeze for someone as magnanimous as yourself.
Bless you.
You're only too right. Seren, Kashek, where have I heard those names before?
Nowhere. We're strangers to everywhere.
Right in thinking you are the most recent noble champions of the Republic.
Are we not? Have you been hit on the head?
No.
Is the spell still affecting you?
Well, I suppose that is one way to describe us, certainly.
Is your brain winged?
You'll have to forgive my students' earlier rudeness. We are so enraptured in the studies here that politics often pass us by. So transient such as they are. By all means, follow me. I shall be happy to lead you to Mistress Pashan.
No one listening in at home just saw the absolutely scathing eye roll from Freddy.
Seren must follow the libertarian.
Thank you. Follow.
And so they lead you into the large, round courtyard kind of structure, at the center of which is sat an enormous golden fountain of what looks like a human woman raising a staff to the sky, and from which a jet of water
shoots out of, raining all around here, creating a pretty dazzling effect in the early morning sun,
Is it real water?
as far as you can tell.
Is it clean?
As far as you can tell.
2 ways
Pretty,
to test
it's
both of those.
pretty
Oh, no,
pristine from
Kashek
viewing
said.
from a glance.
Kashek's gonna go up and drink a little bit.
No, sure, yeah.
Sophisticatedly.
Yeah, I mean, walking up, you
tell it out. Take it out.
you lap a little bit up out of the fountain. It is cool and clean and refreshing.
I'm going to refill my water skins. Old habits die hard.
You are welcome to. I may caution you against it. Sometimes the seniors like to celebrate by taking a bit of a splash in the fountain.
Second.
You'll have to trust me. I have had worse water in more dire situations.
By all means, it is more typical to throw a coin in for luck than lap up the waters of the Golden Fountain, but by all means, you are our guests.
A new social mannerism I can incorrectly do?
I will find a copper for Kashek if he needs
Oh no, I took the 2 coins back from that kid. You're not getting my shit. I thought I was bribing him.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'll flip a silver coin in.
What now?
I believe it's standard to make a wish to yourself and not tell anyone.
Oh, I'm not powerful enough to do that.
It's just a figure of speech.
No, by all means,
cute. That was
make a
beautiful.
wish, and by the grace of our most noble founder, Eliana Fengallo, it shall come true.
I wish us to be successful.
Cover all the bases, very wise. And so you flick the silver through the air, which spins, and as it lands in the fountain, up out of the waters, a little, spirit of water comes, sort of taking an almost serpentine form, as it floats through the air as a fish would swim through the water. And it kind of swims its way over to you and swirls around your head a few times, and then just comes and presses its nose up against yours before disapparating and the water falling back into the fountain.
They don't normally do that. That was very impressive.
Following along.
Making your way across this sort of main courtyard, you can see, this is basically the quad. You see lots of students out and about in semicircles, some studying, some just relaxing, maybe some magical frisbee being played.
Beaver bees.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. It's basically the quad.
Do you smell a skunk?
I do smell a skunk.
Jeez.
But it sort of smells a little fruity also.
Yeah, somebody's longboarding.
The larpers are out.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
all went to the same college for those at home, so.
Making your way across the wide courtyard, there's the fountain in the center. Also, off to one side, you can see what seems to be it looks like a sort of slanting wooden structure. It looks like some kind of cross between a one-room schoolhouse and a mead hall, and you can hear music coming loudly from inside.
Ah, the sock hop hall.
On the other side, there's what seems to be some sort of, you can tell by its ornamentation, seems to be some kind of church or place of worship. But making your way all the way across the courtyard, you go through the archway direct opposite from where you came in, and you make your way into sort of this grand entry hall with these enormous suits of armor with runic carvings all throughout them, who, as you approach, swiftly move and sort of cross halberds, standing at attention. But Magnanimous gives a wave of their hand and says, "At ease, gentlemen, we have guests." And they uncross, and you are permitted inside. Inside is an enormous sort of foyer with a huge staircase with sort of red satin felt going all the way up, and then several passageways to either side. More students are in here making their way about, but the stunning part, as you look up at the top of this sort of entry foyer, the ceiling is this huge stained glass centerpiece sort of open, which you can see light filtering down from, and in it you can see facsimiles of the planets moving in their orbits around the what?
I want that in my house.
Competing theories of the universe?
What do you mean?
Is there a turtle that's moving around?
No, you don't see a turtle. Magnanimous leads you off to one side to a large oak door and says, "If you'll follow me." And they grab hold of one of the door handle and shift it a few times, and the door has runes carved into it which shift color and shape as the door changes. They then open the door up and bow their tall head and make their way inside.
Do you think there's ever a situation where someone's trying to come into their office at the same time someone else is trying to leave and they get the other person stuck?
Try
Yeah.
try wolf, whale, dragon.
No, I remember this one. It's 3 owls.
And following inside, you come out into a long, cozy hallway. This one, the ceiling is much lower, and there are sconces lining it. It's well lit and very comfortable temperature in here. And as you make your way along, it seems to be sort of a suite of offices with ornate doors, all bearing different names of presumably professors, one for each of the schools of magic. And as you make your way down the hallway, you're surprised to see Sindri Stumbleduck.
Oh, what?
Yes.
There's a Evie.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's here presumably somewhere too. But yeah, you see him making his way down the hallway with a huge scroll, like carrying it between his two arms, inspecting it with both ends of it trailing far behind him as he plods his way down the hallway.
Good afternoon, Master Stumbleduck.
Oh, hello! I remember you!
Now, I don't mean to be rude, but did you mean to be here today?
He kind of screws up his face. I think so.
Oh, good, wonderful.
But you know, sometimes here, sometimes there.
Ain't that just the way?
Oh, what brings you to the school?
A monkey.
Ha! Well, if I had a nickel.
What's a nickel?
Sweet.
Well, thank you, Master Stumbleduck, but we're in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, me too. Bye. And he out of existence.
My own heart. Well, I'm done with this conversation. Goodbye. Good talk.
Well, yes, you would know Master Stumbleduck, would you not? He does spend at least some of his time and some of himself in the capital.
Yes.
Well, anyway, carry on. And you continue on down the hallway until you come to a door that reads, Professor of Abjuration, First Mind, Atla Pashar. And Magnanimous gives a soft knock on the door, and you hear sort of raised voices coming from within, which stop. And you hear, and then the voice comes through, a strong, deep voice. Cassio, your request has been denied for the last time. I simply can't spare you. And Magnanimous says, No, it's me, Mistress Pashar. We have guests.
Cassio?
He's trying to get a grant for his keyboard.
Yeah.
Trevor's trying to sneak in as many of his own PCs into this campaign as
I
possible.
do try.
You should. Well, you should.
Anyway, and she says, very well, enter. And you make your way in, and inside is a pristine office cloaked in dark blue and maroon carpet and felt all over. Shelves of neatly stacked books line the walls all the way up to the ceiling. And sat behind a rich brown mahogany desk is who you take to be Atla Pashar, who looks like this person.
Yes, we love women in STEM.
Also stood in front of her desk.
Stabs, tinkering, electromagnetism.
Evocation.
Yeah, you better.
Also stood on the other side of the desk as you make your way in is a richly ornamented high elf who looks like this.
Do he look like a bitch?
And as you make your way in, Magnanimous says, Archmage Galanadel, I hope I don't intrude. We have guests who wish to speak to the First Mind. And the high elf turns and says, no, not at all. You are the noble champions of the Republic, I take it.
Two of them.
That is one method of addressing us, yes.
Well,
I thought it only a matter of time before free will or fate brought you here. Honestly, I thought it might happen a little sooner. Well, please, by all means, whatever aid our humble palace of learning can offer you in your quest, it shall be at your command. I am Archmage Imran Galanandel. A pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Was he expecting us? I don't remember. I don't think so. Scared, I'm scared.
Did you call me Karen?
I said Scared.
Thank you. We were recommended to seek out First Mind Pashar. I don't believe this is something that should need the trouble of the Archmage.
Well, as you were, yes, we were just finishing up our conversation anyway. We shall continue this at a later date. And, a pleasure to meet you both. I hope to meet the rest of your company at a later date. Welcome. Stay as long as you like. If there is anything else that you should need, please, we are more than happy to offer our service and friendship.
Thank you very much.
And he kind of flows out of the room.
What was the vibe I just got off that? Was he like, she's not very good at picking up passive aggression?
Give me an insight check.
It's mostly just actual aggression.
Yeah. 28.
It didn't seem passive aggressive, based from like the sort of raised voices that you heard prior and his demeanor. It seems maybe you walked in on a little bit of a tense conversation.
Okay. What was that about? I will wait till he leaves then.
He does so. Magnanimous says, "Well, now that I've put my hoof in it fully, I think I shall return to my studies. It's been an esteemed pleasure meeting me, I'm sure. I shall see you all again before too
I
long."
fucking love this guy. Thank you very much.
By all means. And he sort of does a little like horsey bow. He tucks up one foot and leans down on the other.
Dressage.
Backs his way out of the room. And so you are left alone with First Mind Bashar, who puts a shoulder on her desk, gives a deep sigh, rubs her eyes once and says, "Let me apologize. I'm sure the college has not put its best foot forward in welcoming you. It's a difficult time, but allow me to formally welcome you, champions of the Republic. What is it I can do for you?"
Our apologies for interrupting. We weren't necessarily expecting a welcome at all, for it's us that's intruding on you. The young man here seems to have found himself cursed.
And she reaches into her robes and pulls out a monocle, placing it in her eye and sort of twisting it a little bit. "Ah, yes, I see the ley lines of the curse laid upon him. You are hoping for something broken, I assume."
Well, yes. There are 8 more like it. 7 more like him, I should say.
I see. These patterns are not ones I'm familiar with.
We have the object, it seems, laid the curse upon them.
Oh, well, please, I should love to inspect it.
Carefully, I know I don't need to instruct you as such, but and I will awkwardly dig in the bag of holding with, like, the cloth and take it out.
Interesting. And she holds up a hand and it just kind of lifts out of yours and kind of floats over to her. A mage handing it out of your grip, and it sort of floats over and she ponders it as it kind of floats in front of her. Interesting. Primitive, yes. Very old, I take it. The ley lines have not been manipulated in standard form, so it must be at least 400 or maybe 450 years old. Where did you come across this?
Internet?
There's a very long story or a very short one. I'm assuming you'd like the short one?
As you best incline.
To my best guess, it was in use by a travelling performance group. They're meaning to transform the unlucky souls into animals to transport them easier. Let's call it a patron they work for. I'm not as sure of its origin.
She takes the monocle out of her eye. A travelling group. The Canny Shepherds, could you mean?
I could.
I
could not.
Please, you need not fear me. I understand, in an esteemed position such as yours, pragmatism and secrecy are invaluable. But we are an institution of learning dedicated to spreading knowledge, both magical and mundane, to all across the Republic. We believe these the tools to make a brighter and more prosperous land and future.
Does she believe that?
Does Seren believe that?
Does Atla believe that?
You mean insight check?
24?
Is this your brochure line you're feeding?
That's
to
what I
us?
mean. Like, is this a professor who's like, we value diversity?
Yeah.
Oh, I
or
see.
is this like?
No, you can tell. She believes it ardently.
Okay, great. Then, yes, the canny shepherds.
Yes, we tracked their movement for some time. I suspected them of some sort of malfeasance, though was never able to prove one way or the other. I'd be very interested in the tale.
We don't really know it.
As much as we've been able to gather, one of our former companions was a performer with them until their rebranding into this more carnival type performance. She made some discoveries that were troubling to her and so left. We don't have much information on their goings on from the time she left until the time we began to hear more news of them. People have been going missing. They've been focusing more of their attention on the plains, ostensibly because the lower classes would attend a different genre of entertainment. But we find it now that they've been taking souls in animal form to a much larger enemy. They're in service to something.
Dubious and sinister. This enemy you speak of, what do you know of them?
They're very old. They're ancient. From what I was able to glean, they arrived at the same time as the Tower of Stars.
Troubling. Deeply troubling. Yes. Well, let us not speak of such sinister and serious matters. You came here for the curse upon this one to be broken, yes?
Yes.
A trifle. I'd be more than happy to perform it for you.
That would be wonderful. There is the matter of the other 7.
Ah, sure. For such purposes, I would be more than happy to prescribe scrolls.
Now, I'm not... Let's assume, for all intents and purposes, that I cannot read. Would anyone be able to do those?
Yes, I believe it'll take a few extra steps. I could produce them in such a way that they can be used by any.
Thank you.
No, not at all. But such is part of our philosophy here. Making such magics accessible to the common parlance is what we believe an important step. And of course, we are always welcome to do favours of the champions of our noble realm.
Thank you. Well, his name is Mason, if it helps.
First order of business. And she kind of manipulates the mage hand again, and the two sort of gem-like eyes of the idol pop out, and she sort of lets the idol fall and just has the two gems rotating. And she picks up her staff leaning against the wall and begins to manipulate her other hands, and you can sort of feel the air in the room begin to crackle with intensity, pressure, and almost electricity. And she mumbles a few words, and the gemstones crack and fall to the desk, steaming a little bit. Nasty business. I can't imagine where they would have come across for such an artifact. Probably the Thousand Eyes.
The what?
Oh, far to the south, mostly inhabited by the Yuan Ti.
I've not heard of that.
Kishak, I lived on a mountain for 200 years. Let's remember that. We're lucky that I've heard of Arcadia.
Anyway, about the business, and she simply waves a hand, and you hear a sort of popping sound. And in the place of where the monkey once stood sits a young strawberry blonde lad with that little golden cape sat on his head, looking a little ruffled.
How old?
Teenager, you'd say maybe 16, 17.
You were calling him young. I wanted to be like an old fucking guy. Oh, thank you.
Oh, I've been a mason for 150 years.
I aged at the speed of a monkey. I'm 24.
You would be Mason, then, I presume?
Oh, well, I am now, yeah.
And you were before?
Well, yeah, but I was a monkey.
Okay.
Oh, God. Lord, that was weird. Oh, thanks so much. I can't imagine what would have happened to me if they'd shipped me off to wherever it was they planned. Are you going to help the others as well?
Well, that's up to Mistress Peshar, I believe.
Yes, of course. Always happy to lend aid. I'll set about preparing those scrolls. Was there anything else you needed?
Well, yes, actually, but your time's very precious. I don't want to trouble you.
Please, more than happy to make time for such distinguished guests. Speak your mind.
Kind of nudged the little one.
Ah, Owlbear. interesting. They are not native to this region. Where did you come across it?
He's Baroyan, believe it or not.
Ah, yes, the old valley. We've dispatched some of our own mages to inspect the place. Terribly interesting business popping back into existence.
Thank
I suppose we have you to thank for that.
Well, the thing is he's a bit in Mason's shoes of just a few moments ago.
Transformed as well.
Maybe? He took a bit more of a roundabout way about it.
Well, let's have a look-see. And she again brings out that monocle and pops it into her eye. And she inspects the baby, who is just looking up at her with his big doleful eyes. And as she looks him over, interesting. Very interesting. I don't recognize any of this. If I may ask, what is that brought him to this form?
Well, let's recall that for all intents and purposes, where the arcane is concerned, I basically cannot read. And so, he was lost to us in his previous form, and a seed of the world tree brought him back as this.
Seed of the world tree? Oh, I believe I've heard it mentioned, but not my area of expertise. The magics that surround him are not arcane in nature, much older, much deeper, in fact. I'm afraid it's well out of my area of expertise, and try as we may, it is difficult to get druids to divulge the higher learnings of their teachings.
That would make sense. Thank you, anyway. Professional opinion is always appreciated.
I may be able to learn more if you wanted to leave him here. Well, I don't know. Abjuration is my study, and it would take some time for me to sort of translate what I know to this more ancient, deeper root of magic, so to speak.
I guess I'd have to ask him.
By all means.
Kashak, could you ask him something for me?
Yes.
Would he be alright if we left him here for a bit?
Who?
Him!
Speaking with him.
Oh.
How long have we known each other?
So you talk to the boy?
Yeah.
You ask him, yeah, right.
So if you want me to cast Speak with Animals, I can do that.
Yeah, probably, yeah. But yeah, you do so.
And he responds, leave me here. Why?
Are you translating for both of us? Or are you just going to talk to him?
I'll just talk to him.
Okay.
Seren's got enough on her mind. What level of intelligence am I getting from this little dude?
It's kind of like talking to a kid, yeah.
I instantly regret this decision. Does he know who I mean when I say Seren?
Seren thinks that she might be able to make you again.
What do you mean? I am me.
Interesting.
Who else should I be?
Hadn't thought about that, had we?
I had thought about that deeply, actually. But then the whole Feywild episode happened.
You trust Seren, right?
Well, of course.
And you trust me well enough.
Yes?
You're going to have to trust us a little bit more. But we will be coming back for you.
I don't even know where I am, what this place is.
Is there a window in here?
Yeah.
I pick him up.
Okay.
What's happening?
Walking to the window. Do you see all those people down there?
Yeah?
They're here to learn, and you might help them with that.
How?
You're an interesting little guy.
That's true.
If you stay here and act friendly, maybe you will come to trust some of them as well. Starting with the big lady here.
Well, she seems alright. But can't I help them learn with you?
Not his little Barovian accent.
They are small, like you, and we are going somewhere very dangerous. And Seren does not want you to get hurt. Do you know all of those times when for a few moments it feels like we forgot you?
I don't actually say that.
No!
Seren does not want to have to worry about you getting hurt.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh yeah, those are things I'm good at.
10?
No, do it at advantage.
Yeah. 18?
Oh, different.
Well, I do trust you both, though I do not love the idea of being away from Seren. But if it's what she wants...
I hand him over to you.
What happened? Is he upset?
Give him a big hug.
Big hug.
He nuggles his little disc face into your neck.
I take him back. Gently.
Give him a little kiss right here.
Is that the hug of someone who's not coming back for you?
No,
Good.
I
Then we are in
suppose it's
agreement.
not. Okay. If this is really what you think is best, then I will stay.
I think this is the closest I will ever get to a mother dropping off her toddler in kindergarten.
Reaching over, I take the whistle back. He has no longer need of it. I put it on Kushka.
Be their leader. Help these students learn.
Oh.
Look,
And I put it in his mouth.
Bet.
What are you doing?
He doesn't have lips!
He doesn't know it's not food. Breathe out.
Does it whistle at all?
Kind of. He doesn't have lips, so he can't
I know,
But
but-
yeah, it makes a little sound. Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
I'll explain.
He doesn't have the embouchure for Basu.
allow me to demonstrate.
Does it make some kind of whistle?
Yeah, it makes like a little.
Check.
Even a pathetic one?
Yeah.
That is the sound of a mighty leader. And these students will come to learn from you and respect you as a teacher, much the same as her.
And I will be helping.
You will rule them,
Wow, there's a lot to take in.
but you are capable.
Okay, I will do my best to be their king.
Good boy.
Thank you, Kishek.
He's good.
Why? What did you tell him?
I told him that you do not want him to get hurt, and that he can help the other students here learn. I believe these are both things that you would like to instill in children,
Yes.
though I do not have one.
Yes, I think so.
Would you like me to amend it at all?
No. Look, if it's too complicated, I do have an appointment with the giant turtle that might be able to help also.
Oh, yes, the giant turtles are very capable. But it's up to you. I can't promise I'll be able to come up with any solution, but studying him, it is rare that you get to observe such ancient ley lines. We could learn much from him.
You'll also be safer here.
He won't be hurt, will he?
Goodness, no. I simply mean to examine the weaves around him. Not a feather on his little body will be harmed.
Alright.
Easy enough to visit. Look, a tree.
I visit. Now, you showed me her picture,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did.
Yeah, I've also just been kind of like, while this is happening, I've kind of been looking at her to distract myself from that.
Mm-hmm.
One final question then, if it's alright.
Please.
How do you know Taliesin?
Before I came here to the university, we sort of cut our teeth together, so to speak, traveling around looking for deposits of arcane lore. Many of our fields of research overlapped, and so we traveled together for quite some time. Why do you ask?
You're kids.
Did I glean anything might have been more than friendly in there?
Smoochy.
Yeah.
I'll give you an insight check.
Kids. You fuck my dad.
Are you my stepmom?
15?
She's pretty unreadable.
Nothing. Just wondering. I don't really know much about him. It's nice to learn.
Well, he's a lovely fellow. Rather somber. When I first met him, he wouldn't tell me much about where he'd come from, or his origins, or anything much at all, except what he was interested in. But, it took some time, but slowly he opened up a bit. He's a very tender-hearted individual.
Anyway, you're going to take my baby. That's fine. Everything's fine. All's fine.
I assure you he shall be well looked after.
We've got 7 other masons to unanimalify.
Yes. I shall set about preparing those scrolls for you, and you'll be able to be on your way in just but a moment.
Thank you.
Gotta fire up ye old Xerox. Should be plants in here. I just clandestinely, touch one of them.
You do so.
Furtively touch plants. She's in there, grating tests or whatever, and then she's just like, "Wah, wah," like Danny DeVito's out of the plant.
He's fine!
And in fact, as she says such, she kind of just snaps her fingers, and scrolls of paper and books start flying off the shelves, as well as a quill flying up into the air, and immediately begins scribbling out things on long sheets of paper as the scrolls begin to sort of prepare themselves for your departure. Now, is there anything else you'll be needing?
I don't think so.
So let me get this straight. You're gonna leave him here?
If you keep saying things like that, I'm gonna immediately change my mind.
Sorry, I meant that to go this way.
Well, what are we gonna do with him until I have a turtle appointment anyway?
What's Clark up to?
Yeah, honestly.
Clark's with us!
Clark's with us.
Oh, I forgot about him.
I did. I'm trying to be we could use one less person to be hey, what's he up to?
We could solve that problem by having Clark watch the baby.
No, I'm trying my best to be like a stone, and I'm vibrating really hard.
We're about to go on several months worth of random adventures and stuff.
And my good buddy Kashek can poof me back into Mage's College anytime.
Yeah, he'll learn some moves while you're here. I think he's got solar.
I can tell this is hot for you, and my heart cries out for your suffering. I know this must be difficult, but I promise you, I shall do everything I can to uncover what binds him this way. And if I can find a way to undo what has been done, then I shall. The sheer nuance, novelty, and study is payment enough. This is what I do, after all. I am a seeker of knowledge.
Thank you.
Assuming she is successful, he likely will not remember you leaving here. You have to think long term.
If I think any more about this...
Sleep.
So the scrolls are prepared for you for demonkeying everyone else.
Yeah.
Anything else, or do you want to head back?
Kashek, might we go back via the same route that we came?
Oh, you didn't want to take the ficus?
No, out through the main entrance, I think, or wherever we went.
Well,
what do we do with him?
The child.
Mason.
The reason we came here.
He's coming with us?
Okay.
Oh, I'd really love it if I could, just go home.
Where is home?
Oh, Elvenshire.
Where is Elvenshire?
B.
Yeah.
On the map.
Did we pass through it on our way?
Well, it's not too far from where you picked me up, actually.
Oh, convenient. Then we'll just take you back with us there.
Yeah. Thanks.
Is he naked?
Nope.
Okay.
Executive decision.
FBI, open up!
I didn't know if we were just everybody collectively decided to ignore the
I think
naked
it's the
child.
correct decision.
Wait, hang on. How old of a teenager?
13.
No, he's what did I say?
He's a Mason.
I said 15 or 16.
He's got a profession.
Yeah, he did.
I feel weirder about my decision to let the monkey read porn.
I mean,
FBI, open up!
I have great news about 12-year-old males. They're doing it anyway.
Okay. Thank you very much for everything. We'll be taking our leave now.
By all means, and if there is, if you ever wish to come back and visit, please, my door is always open.
Thank you.
Doesn't look.
It's a figure of speech.
Oh, one of those again. I can't keep up.
Nested things.
So many figures in your speech.
What is it, speech or is it math? I don't understand.
Can we leave passing by the fountain way?
Sure. Why not?
While we do that, I am going to flick a platinum into this one.
Oh, I see one up in here.
He does not say that.
The boy's eyes are doughy and watery as you leave. He gives a little whimper,
We'll be back.
and he gives a little nod of his head.
I promise.
Am I still speaking with animals?
If you like.
She loves you.
Me too.
Blink, blink.
Ow!
Oh, we never said that.
I love you too.
Me too.
I'm in so much pain.
This hurts so bad. As we're passing by the fountain and I flick the coin into it. You know, there was a period right after he left us that I was really desperate to find a wish. And I never really found one.
Well, you get one now.
I do. And I hope one way or another there's a way out of this.
Oh, what?
The all of it.
Oh, you mean like philosophically?
Sure.
This is a question I have pondered. The elves are lucky. You are lucky that you reincarnate. And you have second chances.
I have bad news for you about my people.
What would that be?
Uh,
I can't figure it out through context clues.
well,
That's a clue.
the schism that was created when my people left the god of other elves in the Feywild and followed our queen means that we are not connected to that cycle.
Were you there?
No. Well, maybe, originally.
This is mainly coming from tradition, religion. May not be so. Have you lost your primal memories? Or did you have them to begin with?
No, I don't think so.
But it brings up a good point. You don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if I ever knew how to look.
Can I see the window that we were looking through?
I don't know that you would know which one it was because you walked through a magic door.
Do I see Kushko pushing his big, stupid face up against the window, looking down at Seren longingly?
Give me a perception check.
Better do this. 20. Dare me.
Well, he looks like Winnie the Pooh with his arms.
His butt stuck out the hole!
Yeah. Somebody already drew a face on it.
No! We were gone for 10 seconds!
Look, he misses you already.
Uh,
In a good way. It would feel worse if he wasn't looking.
would it? Maybe. I don't know. We should leave.
The tree waits.
Let's go.
And off you go. And so you're going just right back to...
Yeah.
You do so. Stepping through the tree.
How much time has passed?
Yeah.
Probably like let's see. You left in the morning, you treed to Verdine, you flew... So probably not even a day, actually, if you flew as wind.
Yeah, it's, I think, 300 feet per second.
Yeah. So it's probably evening, actually, by the
Around,
time
yeah.
they make their way back.
Or per round, yeah.
So anything y'all want to have done while they were out and about?
I was gonna say, I bet Hyros and Suri would love to play D&D.
No, but this is fine. We planned on this.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Well, yeah, the night before I made camp more defensible and stuff. We definitely will have checked to see what foods there are for these guys, and if we determine them, if Hyros determines them inadequate,
Forage.
we'll find more food.
So the only food, in the, sort of carnival space is, cotton candy and popcorn and salted nuts and stuff.
The animals would not have eaten this.
What about in the menagerie tent?
Give me an investigation check.
I can do that.
Do you want me to help?
You can
should.
help.
Oh, I
No,
know.
help! Please help.
I'll capital H help you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Enjoy your advantage,
Thank you.
whatever that is.
What did you say? Investigation?
Investigation.
Instigation.
Very good. That would be 25.
All the food dishes that you let the animals out of, you find this sort of gross gray slurry that looks like some sort of mashup of raw meat and grain. It sort of looks like that pink sludge that they make chicken McNuggets out of. And you find barrels of it at the back of the menagerie, barrels of more of it at the back of the menagerie tent.
I must know.
You must. Oh, Hyros!
Oh no!
Mark of the Great Chef.
Give me Constitution saving
Oh.
throw.
Gladly.
Suri slurry.
Oh, that was several episodes ago.
13.
You eat a spoonful of it, and it is really gnarly. It tastes like old chicken McNuggets, that have been left out and the grease has congealed a little bit. And you feel like later you'll probably get some of the McShits. It's not good.
How
It's
is
not good.
it? How was that?
Guess we'll never be sponsored by McDonald's.
Oh no.
Pay us
Fuck
to
you,
shut up about
McDonald's.
you. I was wondering if maybe I could use it to do something else with it, but that is,
It's bad.
as my son would say, a hard narp.
Yes.
I think that's the way you use that.
That sounds right to
That
me.
sounds right. So we need something else.
Let's go find something.
Not acceptable. Do you want to stay here with them and I go find, or either the other way around? I don't really.
Well,
I just feel nervous about leaving all them by themselves. No offense to all of you, I know you are people, but I don't want someone to come by and go, hey, why are these animals here? And do something about that.
no, you're probably right. I can stay behind. Unless you don't want me to, I can go or I can come with you.
Clark,
Oh, I forgot I was here.
That's alright.
you're doing great.
Take your time.
What do you need? Do you need me to sacrifice my life for you?
Not yet,
Oh, okay.
but could you keep these animals safe if anyone try? Let me rephrase that. I'm not good at this.
Mr. Underbow, your line is watch the animals.
Maybe make sure nothing happens to them or nobody messes with them.
Yes, but don't hurt anybody if anyone
No.
does anything.
Use your words first.
I don't have a lot of those.
The words should be stop or no.
I will defend these animals with my life.
I think that's the best we're going to get. Yeah, that's good. That's great. Thank you, Clark. We're going to get some food.
Nobody's touching these fucking animals.
Clark, language.
Thank you, Clark.
Hey, with the what? The wind.
Yeah.
There is some. I wouldn't do that to you. I don't know if it'll taste different to him. I don't know.
He's a big boy. He
He's
can
a
eat
big
what
boy.
he
He can eat what he
wants.
wants. All right, let's go find some food.
Let's do that.
We'll be back in a couple hours at most.
Okay.
Good luck.
I don't need it.
All
He
right.
brings out his greatsword.
You're right. I take it back.
Try some cotton candy.
Oh, good idea, yeah.
Here you go.
It looks like us.
That'll get. I hadn't thought about that.
So you go.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Why is it only blue and pink?
I don't know.
Why are there not other colors?
Oh, I don't know.
What berries make? Well, maybe it must be blue. Yes, we're going to.
Let's
get
go
food.
find. Let's
Yeah,
go
that's
find
a
some
good idea.
Oh,
berries.
you guys are cotton candy.
Yeah.
So, both of y'all give me a survival check as you head out into the abounding countryside.
Right.
Because we're like just outside the main line. This
Yes,
close? Yeah.
essentially.
I got 12.
Oh, good. I got 3.
Oh, we're gonna get
Three?
lost.
So it's a wide spread of animals that you are trying to forage for. So you do all right. In your rations, you have maybe some like salted meat that maybe the tiger can go for, but otherwise you find some like general spread, some grasses that the horse can do. You find some crickets that the praying mantis will enjoy. You do all right. Hyros, you make your way around and you come across these really wonderful pumpkins that you think, oh, you could turn like just use the bottom halves of them to make like bowls. You can do like pumpkin bowls for everybody. And so you start picking up as many of these pumpkins as you can. But before too long, you hear a shout. Excuse me, what is it in the nine hells do you think you're doing?
Oh no, oh no.
God.
I hope you know you have disturbed the produce of Lord Magistrate Peddington.
You've been in Farmer Maggot's crop.
You're being interred by like this much.
Lord Pennington. So sorry.
Oh, and his prize! God, he intended to use that to win the Rue Ribbon for the 8th year in a row. What do you intend to do to right this grievous wrong?
Well, first I'm going to put these down. Second, I'm gonna pull out. Yeah, I know. People like that. I'm gonna pull out 10 platinum.
10 platinum?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 5 years' wage. Yeah. Hey, sometimes money will buy you anything.
So this individual who is speaking to you is dressed in sort of like petty clothes, like clearly he's sort of like the
the help, you know.
The
He's
grants
like,
people.
he's like some butler or like member
Sure.
of the staff.
Oh, sure.
And he looks at the platinum you just deposited in his hand. Well, by golly, those pesky deer have been in the crop again. Terrible how this always happens.
It's just...
The master shall be so distressed, but nature will as it does, after all.
It really does.
Well, anyway, good day to you.
Good day.
And so you do manage to scoop up a number of the pumpkins and make your way back. And prepare a fine spread for all of your new animal friends.
I really wish you had brought Clark with you. Just what do you intend to do to rectify this? Not yet, Clark.
I don't think...
To the death, then!
I don't think he would have been able to finish the sentence before Clark made him pieces.
Yeah.
What's the phrase when you're
This guy
holding a
bothering
hammer?
you, King?
When you're holding a
Without a
hammer,
hammer,
everything looks like an
everything's
L. When you're holding a blood debt, everything looks like a reason to sacrifice yourself.
Yeah. Wow.
Great job.
I didn't... It's crazy what people will just... That's nuts.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you would, I
I
guess.
know.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that guy. Should we give him
The
more money?
things people won't say if you
Oh.
give them enough money.
That's crazy. Wow. And these pumpkins are great.
They are.
Wow.
Shame.
Let's be quick, though, just in case he changes his mind.
What if you made a pie?
What do you think I'm doing? I have this amount of pumpkins. I'm going to make pie. I'm also going to make soup.
Cookies?
Bread.
Well, I don't have everything I need. I don't have a full kitchen here. I just have my cook's utensils.
Not enough flour.
I don't have hands. So, but I can do enough for a pie, and I can do enough for some soup, and I can probably do enough to make some sort of pasta that is related to pumpkins.
Ooh.
You can definitely use it to make it.
It's a car
Pasta, pumpkin pasta would be amazing.
Yeah.
Pumpkin gnocchi is the thing.
That's a
Yeah.
thing. Make gnocchi out of them.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
And then
that
you
would
do
be
like
amazing.
you do like a little brown butter and sage with
Yes,
Cardamom?
yes, yes,
Yeah?
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Nutmeg.
So that's happening.
So great. So you make your way back. I'm saying you make a fine spread for all of your new animal companions, and I would say that you still have one choice prized pumpkin to do with as
Very
you so
good.
choose
Yeah.
when the proper. You have one prized pumpkin still left. Yeah, as the animals, they do that. You know, like when you're
Yeah.
making food and they just stand there looking up at you,
It's not done.
including the manatee who's like pressed right, like watching the pumpkin being
What if
cooked.
some was for manatees?
You'll get some.
If I turn your water into soup, then you won't have any water left because it'll be soup and you'll drink the soup. I can't do that.
Hi, Rose.
Mm.
I'm just sorry if anything I said yesterday upset you. I was goading him and it seemed like you got upset and...
Oh, no, I know it is more than understandable. I don't always know what to do about Alcyone's choice, or how to feel about it. I trust her, of course. She is a smart and capable woman. Knows far more about these things than I do. I cannot help but still sometimes see her as my little girl, my firstborn, you know.
I know, of course.
And some instinct in me feels that no one from that past has any right to know about her any more than they do. Because she gave to them what she wanted to, and then she left, and they don't have any right to her or knowledge about her. I guess if I had to think about it like a hero, I might think that maybe we shouldn't let the enemies know what they don't know, because they will make mistakes. They always think they know things, especially
Yes, he did.
men like that.
I know, I'm sorry. I
No, you...
always get angry and make horrible decisions.
I do not think you always make horrible decisions. You are doing the best you can with what you have. We all are. It is not even a mistake. There is nothing to forgive. Sorry, but if it helps, I forgive you.
Thank you.
Of course. So yeah, go in for a hug. Stirring with the other hand.
I was half tempted to take him up on his offer just so we could see her again.
I understand. And if I thought that he knew more than we did, I'd be tempted as well. But he is someone who thinks of himself as bigger than he is. I'm not saying we all should know our place, but it is good to have comfort in one's abilities and comfort in one's ignorance. Always one should learn more, but I know my limits. Sometimes a scarf can help stretch those.
Yes.
But I think that there is much to be gained in the everything as there is to be gained in knowing where one's limits are. I think it is greedy to think you can be everything at all times.
Of course.
And that seems to be, at least to my, I'll admit, limited understanding, part of the motivating ideas behind our foe. He thinks he can be all things. There is no life in that. Sorry,
No. You have nothing to apologize for. I think that's very wise. You're wiser than you know, Hyrax.
I have been around. Not many places, well, now I have, but I've been around long enough. Not as long as Seren, for example, but... Can I ask you something?
Of course.
I know we are doing important things everywhere we go. Everything that we try to do is to be important, and that is good. I know I have an end. I know I have a limit. That is not so different from all things. I just happen to have a better idea of when mine is than most people. And there's something to be had in that. But it makes me feel restless in a way I've never been before. I feel that I should be doing as much as I can with what time I have. And I know we are. We are going to. We have so many things that are on our list of things to do. It doesn't make complete sense. It is not fully rational. I know this. And I cannot escape the feeling either way. And, well, I just have to get that off my chest. And I know you'd understand.
Of course. I think we are doing what we can, and you are.
I know.
You didn't have to come with us this far. I'm glad you did. And I'm glad I get to spend this time with you.
As am I.
What's your worry? I know that's a big question.
No, I
I'm
know,
sorry.
I know. It's rather put all the regular worries in perspective, weirdly enough as that may be. I know I'm doing everything to protect my family, to protect my friends, to save the people of this place. These people, I gesture to the animal people who are waiting for me to finish cooking. Really, I am everything I can for you, I believe me.
They're all just staring at you.
I'm sure.
The tiger keeps going he keeps doing little grabby hands.
It's not done yet. You gotta wait until it's done. It won't be good now.
He's doing that sniffy
I promise it will be better. I promise. It feels a little selfish, and you will probably think I'm silly, but I want to do enough to be a hero in the time I have left. I know I'm always saying no one should worry about that, and that is not the important thing, but it's why I left home in the first place.
Iris, I think you already have. You're already well on the path to do even more. And if you'll allow me, I think you've earned the right to be a little bit selfish.
Oh, do you really think so?
Yes. You do heroic things every day.
Well, maybe.
You worry it's not enough.
I think everyone worries it's not enough, yes?
Yes.
And just to know that there is a state in which that's the end. And again, everyone knows there is an end, but to have such a clear view of it, I think I feel selfish for wanting more time. I feel selfish for wanting to make something of the time. I don't care about fair or not fair. I know it's not fair, but that's not... I can do nothing about that now. It is... The dragon, Argenvost, languished for all those years unable to be fully free. I don't know what his experience was, what he felt, if he could feel in that time that he was tethered to Barovia. I think about him a lot. I think about what he did for me. If he knows what he did for me, what his daughter did for me, I owe them everything. I'm sorry, I'm being silly.
You're not, no. It's important to you. So it's important to me.
Your parents should be very proud of you, you know. I know perhaps they don't see as much. Well, they haven't seen what I have, but I'm proud of you. You know that, but you deserve to hear it.
Thank you. It surely means more coming from you.
I can think of no greater honor.
I love you, Iris.
I love you too, sorry. You are one of my own, you know.
I know, thank you. I can't thank you and Ray enough for that. It means everything to me.
Even if you did not have the horns and the tail. It just so happens that you suit our color scheme very nicely, I have to say.
Yes.
Very fun pop outside of our little span between gold and blue. Even when I am not there, my home is a home to you, I hope you know.
I do.
My mothers will love to bother you in any way they can if you ever visit. You made a good impression upon them. They said so after you opened to them. Just want to say that.
That's good. I know you said you'd like to return to Woodland Glen at some point.
Oh yes. As I said, we have much to do, and
Yes.
my schedule of appointments has since become. I have to see everybody.
You know. We'll make time, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
No,
Sorry.
no. It just again, it just feels I don't want to be selfish. I don't want to put off what we must do for the sake of me saying my list of goodbyes. But I think it's important.
It is. I think so too. I mean,
It's okay to talk about it. Sorry.
if you know you have the time, you should use it. I think that's important.
You will.
I don't think it's selfish.
No, we will. Would you be there with me when I tell Rhea?
Of course, if you want to be there. Yes, of course.
I don't think I could face her a second time alone. Thank you, Miss Ray.
Yes, Iris, of course. We'll find outside again. I promise.
Good as she is, she may find us.
It's very true.
Well, I think dinner's almost ready.
Prepare a fine spread for all of your new animal friends.
Mm-hmm.
And as the day passes, by the evening, just as the sun begins to dip below the horizon and the sky is aglow in pink light, your compatriots rejoin you. You see some well-satiated animals, as well as your two companions.
And Clark.
You seems like you guys need a minute. Do you want me to go?
You can Clark. You can.
Sorry, my brain turned off again.
He goes into sleep mode. It's
Sorry, I was listening to birds.
You gotta shake his hand or
Is
else
that
he's
what they're
like,
called?
But yeah, you are rejoined.
Shapes and colors.
Oh, I didn't. That is so soon. It is still today.
Yes.
well,
Well.
I don't know if you can believe this, but there are plants in the Mages College. So.
But how did you get there so quickly?
Yes.
Oh, Kashep turned us into wind.
What?
That is incredible.
How do people not know about this?
Kashek, I think that
Are we weird that they desert? It's my experience is not universal.
I just think that there are probably things that I think are very day to day that would seem strange to you, and there are things that are day to day to you that would seem very new to me.
Like what, for example?
Where I lived, there are springs full of water coming up out of the ground that are heated from very, very hot rocks beneath the ground, and sometimes if you are hurt enough, you can go and sit in one to make you feel better.
Who is this young man?
Mason, this is...
Yes, there's that.
Mason, this is Clark.
When we met last time, I was a monkey.
You were the.
Oh!
Nice to meet
It worked
you.
then!
It did work.
Oh, that is
That's
so
wonderful.
Yeah, that hot wizard turned me back into Madison.
She was rather talkative.
I.
I'm sorry, you met who?
The
Who have you met?
the woman who was friends with Taliesin was rather nice looking. That's all.
Is she coming here to fix all the other animals? I mean,
No, this is going to fix all the other animals.
Oh, Seren, I don't mean to alarm you. Where is
Yes.
Kuchka?
He
We turned him into a monkey.
Why would you
Ironically.
do that?
This is a joke.
That seems like it causes more problems.
he is staying. This is maybe the only time that you guys have seen her open mouth smile. He's staying behind.
That looks painful.
What? Why?
And
He's staying behind so that Miss Pashaw can study him. And
Good, that's-
I'd like to be studied by Miss Bashar, you know what I mean?
Hey, there's dinner.
Why don't you take a pumpkin bowl and maybe you'll calm down?
It's not as good as Kellogg's cornflakes at curing being horny, but it'll do it a trick.
This was your choice.
yes,
Okay. Good.
he's staying there, and we are going away and leaving him behind there.
Yes.
Did you want to do that?
No, but
She
I
did her best.
would like to, if there is an avenue for him becoming himself again, I would like to explore those. That's all.
This sounds like it may lead to that, so that's good.
Maybe.
Or a step closer at least.
Who knows? You could go back and be reunited with your friend.
What's his name?
No, I remember his name.
Oh my god, this is like a Legolas not knowing Frodo's name situation.
Kashek's not really sure what this dude meant to you. Like, I don't think you've explicitly said it.
Yeah, why would she?
Like, you two know, obviously, because you were there, but Kashek's like this guy that she wants to hug?
Yeah, you are
Oh, yeah.
cagey about everything.
Our asexual king.
No, yeah, everything is good, it's fine. It's good, it's fine. He's just away, and I'm not, and
He's safe.
he's safe.
Well, the place has some of the most powerful magic people in the known world, as far as I know.
Yes. Speaking of, the first mind, Pashar, was in the middle of a rather heated conversation with the Archmage.
Uh-huh.
Things apparently were troubling to them.
And Archmage is in charge.
I believe so. We have so much else on our plate.
I don't see what that has to do with us. I mean, did you hear what they were talking about?
I'm sure if I think on it, I might be able to pick up some things, but honestly, we're so busy.
We've
just
got a
was
lot
swamped,
to
you know?
do.
That's fine, that's fine.
I mean, if you
There's like 5 arrows on the compass and I don't remember what I'm pointing to.
I keep walking towards one and
You
then...
can turn those off. You don't have to.
Just open the settings.
Yeah.
The thing is that
All your miscellaneous ones on? What the fuck?
I mean, if it seemed important,
well,
but...
I think it might be important. It's just that.
Okay, what do they? What's the problem?
Did you hear?
Did I hear what they were on about?
Give me a posthumous.
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that.
Well, you know what I mean.
A
Just
post-nasal.
an after the fact perception check as you were nearing the door and you heard those
That's
raised
right.
voices.
A post-nasal perception check.
Yeah, post-nasal perception.
Posthumously.
Non-natural 20.
Oh, fuck. So back as you were, you heard, it's just not like you, Atla, to let things go amiss like this. We haven't had a break-in in 200 years.
That does sound important.
What did we just say about the side quests?
Okay, but in my defense, we also know another very magical place that was broken into. Just saying.
The Amber Temple.
The Amber Temple.
Oh, hell. I repeat that direly.
That was rather dire.
I couldn't find the word. That's a good one.
Now,
Wait.
thinking.
Hyros is going to shit.
I will never get used to that word coming out of your mouth.
Even if this is Is any of this pie for grabs? I could really use some.
Eat
Yes,
all of
oh my
this
God,
right
yes,
now.
yes, eat
Dig
it.
into some
We-
delicious pumpkins.
We spent a lot of money on those pumpkins.
Absolutely good. This pasta looks amazing, actually.
I didn't buy. I bought the pumpkins. I did not buy the food.
We
I made the food.
we bought silence for the pumpkins.
Wonderful.
We
This
Sure.
was a person, right?
the pumpkin.
The praying mantis.
What do you mean?
Oh my god, we should have gone
You holding the praying man.
What do you? What
Is
do
that
you
the
mean?
yep? I'm a bit hungry.
Here, eat this!
There's so much soup.
Miss,
I'm so sorry.
I put the soup down and I start unpraying.
The little praying hands are going crazy.
There's
What
pasta.
does it have to do with this? This is dwarf food.
That's food. I'm so sorry.
It looks like a dwarf to you.
I unscroll the scroll and start doing the praying
You start
mantis.
yeah, you
There's
undo
pasta.
the praying mantis. Yeah.
You can just do this?
Yes, anyone can, apparently.
Wonderful.
Maybe I should do this.
Maybe you should do this.
Maybe I should do
Yeah, you
this.
probably should. So yeah, Kashek, you go about unanimaling everybody. And before too long, you have a motley crew of
I'm sorry for almost eating you.
like salt of the earth folks.
Manatee.
Yes, I'll go get her as well.
A motley crew of salt of the earth folks and one very wet salt of the earth folk. All very grateful for both the cooking and for being turned back to
Yes,
themselves.
please, my friends, please enjoy this feast tonight, and in the morning we can see about getting you on your way home. Yes.
Oh man, it's been a right adventure, you know. I was a monkey, I got to meet a hot wizard, and now, you know, I'm a lovely pumpkin pie. It was more exciting than I ever could have expected in my... Are you alright?
Jack's trying to ignore
That
his
is-
bonking instinct.
Enough now, Kashik.
In retrospect, I probably should have taken the manatee out of its water before I transformed it back into a person.
She's
know-
alright.
I think you'll
Yes,
be
you-
fine being a person. It's good.
It's
Improvement.
good for people.
What I was trying to say maybe a year ago,
Yes.
with my... Oh, this is tough, but the scarf is helping. Rena said that the Amber Temple is broken into.
Yes.
This is another place of magic broken into
Yes.
recently.
Mm-hmm.
So this one might go up to the top of the list then.
DM's eyebrows.
DM's eyebrows
are
are
going
saying-
wild.
I don't know what
Oh,
those
good!
are.
Oh, wonderful! That means we can go back soon.
You want to go back there?
Yes.
Well, I think...
Not the Amber
Without-
Temple. No,
I-
no.
Without.
Well, we are going to the
We are going to the Amber Temple. I mean, we can go back to the college and see what that was all about.
Well, yes, but
Oh, the college. Yes.
I don't think
thought
you should
meant
expect
road.
any progress
No.
immediately.
Well, no.
I look like I'm made out of 6 level spells. That's enough.
No, I'm not sure what that means.
Does that mean we're spending another night here? Which is alright. That's fine.
Well, now we have friends. We can make a camp. I can play them some music.
Yes.
Iris,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
whatever you
that'd
stay
be-
here and I keep cooking.
That'd be top notch, you know. A bit of music go perfect with this pie.
You speak weird. I like it.
I like your funny words.
Child man.
Sorry, I don't speak Italian.
And are we trying to go anywhere this tonight?
I don't think so.
even go?
Oh, Seren. I don't know.
I'm sorry, that got a bit morose.
I did.
Wait.
If I may quote Muse, your vibes were not impeccable just then.
No, I know my vibes aren't always impeccable. Surely they weren't rancid.
You know whose vibes were impeccable?
Child?
I'm gonna need you to take a walk. Just a short
No, hang
walk.
on. You thought she was.
This.
You thought she was attractive as well.
What? Yeah, what? I have eyes, don't I?
So, what are we? We're going back there, or?
Well, we don't have to right away.
Clark, this is Mason.
I already introduced him.
That's true. Kashek did.
Sorry. Clark, in case you forgot,
I was
this is
trying to
Mason.
figure out if maybe something
Aye.
happened between her and Madison. Not that I care.
Oh, yes.
You might be
I
friends.
found her mother.
What?
I don't think that's the truth.
Then why did you ask?
I just wanted to know. Not that I care. Obviously, I don't. I just wanted
So what? Like, did she?
Can
Never
I
mind.
insight check that?
Did she seem single?
Never mind.
to. No, she's inscrutable.
Interesting.
Hard to read.
Can't be screwed.
Exactly.
I just wish I was Trevor right now so I could talk for Mason.
I know, I like screwed.
You know who's screwable.
He's in a cold shower.
You can throw him in the lake.
It's a lovely river here, actually.
The vanity tank.
I have to go submerge a child.
We've got the tank.
All of you.
Baptized in the name of the sun.
All of you from nearby.
Yeah, they picked a lot of us up in Ellenbury. I don't know where they were planning to take us next. They just threw us, they took us all into that weird wagon over there, showed us this, thing that looked like a parrot, and then suddenly, next thing I know, I'm a monkey in a cage.
Do you know how long you were stuck that way?
Well, I don't know, time passes funny when you're a monkey.
Who's the leader of the country?
What?
Well, they're not going to
He wouldn't
know.
know that.
I don't know, the Dutch or Dukas?
Oh, he's stupid.
Yeah, I'm kind of like,
Sorry, that was so rude.
There was a duke.
That was an impulse.
There was a duke or a duchess.
No, I don't know. I'm not one much for politics.
You next to him, are you much one for politics?
They're of this time.
yeah.
But yeah, they are all content to just sort of make their way back. Because they're not far from town, so they can make their way back on the morn. So yeah, if you want to spend a night here,
What
that's.
do we do with the rest of those
There's plenty of tents.
animals?
Oh.
Animals, that's all I mean.
Oh!
Oh.
Well, if any of them are regular animals why would they have them in it? Huh.
Well, some of them are, right?
Yeah, some of them are pretty
All the
weird.
rest of them. Yeah.
But are they regular? Are they weird?
I mean, they're exotic.
What
But
are we weird about them?
Well, if they're exotic, are they? Do they?
Oh, will we be like
We can't just-
introducing an invasive species?
I don't
to
even
the
know what either of those words are.
ecosystem?
be free!
Or if setting them free here just means they'll get eaten.
Or they'll be eating everything else.
Oh, I
What
know.
are the animals that are left?
There's an eclectic collection.
Sure is.
So it's not like squirrel. So I
There's
think
only one.
maybe
of
some
these.
snakes have a fun adventure happening in the next couple of days. That's all.
Oh, it would.
Snake?
I don't like. I'm
They're
just
so
saying.
cute.
There's a lot of very wealthy, noble people who live out here,
Oh,
and we
wow.
sometimes don't like them. I'm not saying we do anything on purpose.
You want to
Let
put
them loose in the pumpkin patch.
You're saying that you want to put a snake in Marianne Starfall's underwear drawer.
I'm
That's what
saying
you're
that.
saying.
I'm saying that right now.
Because I love that idea.
She seemed sad when we met her.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Well,
to go
maybe
back
she'll
to
be excited to have something new in her underwear drawer.
She seemed unsatisfied.
You make an interesting point.
I don't know.
I'm not. I'm just.
I've only had sex once. I don't know.
that. I wish I could tell you, but Sir is the only one among us who. Well, Hyros is the only one actually.
The two ascetics are speaking.
I
The other two are
you know,
fucked.
small clothes.
It's like putting two North Pole magnets against each other. I don't know, man. I can't get good.
You wear them under your regular clothes to keep.
I'm naked.
No, you're wearing outer clothes.
But I don't have small clothes, as you have described them.
Okay, that's good. You need to let him breathe every once in a while.
They keep the stink from getting too much stink.
This land.
I'm not sure this is
Mason, what do you
the
have to
best use of
add?
our time.
Kashek.
Oh yeah, well I'm a bit of an expert, you see, actually, when it comes to the sexual.
No,
I have
no,
sexual
you're
all the
not.
time.
You're not. You haven't.
No,
Yeah, I have a
you're
lot of
not.
pubes. I
It's-
even have to wash them and all, because I'm a grown
I don't
man.
need to hear about
And,
it.
yeah,
It's
anyway.
that's really
Thank
something
God
you
I
keep
don't know what he's
private.
saying.
Who knows how to make people sleep? It's not
I
me.
used to, not anymore.
So, all right. Next step. Do we want to
Yes.
go look into this mage thing? Do we want to?
All right.
Well, they are close by.
That's true. We've got a lot of things. When were we planning on going to Barovia?
No, listen. I know it's selfish, but I was kind of hoping that. And I'm not saying that there will be, because there might not be, and that's fine. That's okay. But if there would be a way to fix things, then I was kind of thinking that maybe
You want to bring
yes,
Kuchka.
yes.
All right.
You're not thinking of the Amber Temple, are you?
I wouldn't bring it back then now.
You're not planning on using any of those gifts?
What? No! 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 No!
Just
No!
wanted
By
to
other
be-
means. No. If it's possible to reverse things by other means, we're going back to Barovia. It seems selfish to do that without him. That's all. I was sort of hoping to knock Barovia a little bit further down on the list, but
I think that
That
is.
is possible. Yes, that's
Because there are, I think, a number of things we want to do in Barovia. I think that is reasonable.
We could go and see this lizard thing with Luther's barn. That's one option.
That's somewhat time sensitive.
You have a wedding to go to. That's a little bit further out.
That's still months away, yes. So, to lay that out, we want to go see about Waledo.
For Luther,
Waledo,
get his ingredient.
Mage College break-in.
Um,
Wyvern Glen.
I kind of thought we were going to give everyone time to gather.
We are. They're just listing things.
Right.
Barovia, which is several things. And that's kind of it. Only 3 things outside of Barovia.
It's short to do. They're getting shorter.
Only 3 things outside of Barovia. And one of them's Wyvern Glen. That's the last thing.
Until the wedding, and there's
Wedding.
there's sort of another thing in with that. I'm going to have to talk to my brother before that.
What's
happens.
the other thing with that? Cochrane.
We all know who's there.
Cochrane
Ah.
and wedding is kind of a 1 and 2,
It's
2 in 1
thing,
situation.
but I think I need to talk to my brother before. Because, so the thing is, and you weren't there, but I believe you all told me that he had said, none of us are really welcome back there. I mean, don't know what they think about me, but I don't think any of us are really allowed back, according to him.
No, he was pretty explicit that you were not welcome in his city.
Oh, I believe his words were, "Get the fuck out of my town."
Yeah,
And it
and
was
if,
a little
and if any of
sexier.
you guys ever come back, I'll kill the rest of you,
Yeah,
I believe.
I mean, a wedding's a wedding.
Hyros wasn't with us. Hyros is welcome.
In so much as, I mean, you know how they feel about people who look like us.
True.
Blue?
Oh, yes.
People can be weird about colors.
People can be weird
It's
about
true.
colours. It's
Cotton candy, even. Who doesn't like cotton candy?
I know.
I had it for the first time yesterday.
Look.
Look at you. Well, it looks like the next thing
So-
will be the Waledo.
Tornado.
It's the one that has a time frame, and I think I cannot help but want to help out Luther. He is a great guy.
He's a great guy.
I enjoy his company very much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
What?
see.
What?
Oh, I see.
What?
You're not wrong. Well, he is a handsome man.
Oh,
Well, sure. Yes.
if you, yeah, I
That is what
hadn't
you were-
noticed.
That is what you were meaning. Do not be coy about this. It's okay. We're friends here.
So, yeah.
So we need to either travel by land or find a ship.
We're both.
We've got a boat.
Clark, do you know anything about sailing or people who sail?
Yeah, that's how I got here. I was a ship's guide.
Wow.
I remembered that.
Mark has a backstory.
Yeah.
Yes, it's when I met him and we forged our lifelong bond.
Yeah, so basically, I came here being a ship's guard, and I was looking to, make some coin, and I got an offer of a job, but turns out it was a trap. They were just trying to mug me. And as they were in process of doing so, Hyros over here came up and said, "I am Lord of Thunder, beware
No,
my power."
I was there for that.
Oh, yeah,
I just
sure.
didn't know the ship thing. Where are
Oh,
you
no,
from?
yeah. What?
Where are you from?
I
Geography.
remember.
You've taken a lot of hits to the head, haven't you?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Waledo?
I don't remember.
Fair enough.
I'll remember when I see it.
Do you at least know people in the sailing travel business community?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Great, that's a lead.
We have a
We have a
boat.
boat. Axel gave it to us.
Do we know how to sail?
Oh,
We
you're quite
sailed?
right. No.
We went down a river.
With the knots and the things, you're correct.
I can tie a knot.
Seren,
Yes.
how did we get to the cottage?
Plants.
And
Oh, right. I forgot. I was speaking literally when Kashek turned us into wind before.
Oh, I thought that was a fart joke.
what's a fart?
Oh,
I
Oh,
bet
boy.
Clark can tell
sorry,
you.
to quote you.
No. We actually became wind.
Oh,
Great.
well, that sounds
You
way
could have
easier than
spoken
sailing.
up sooner.
I was trying to multiple times.
Sorry.
So off to Aledo next.
Sure.
And the beard.
Kashek. Out of earshot of these two.
Anyway, sorry, like I was saying.
Please tell me
So,
more.
have you noticed that Clog seems really interested in laying down his life for High Road?
Yes.
I suppose.
To be fair, you only specified those two. Also, to further be fair, bugbears actually have a bonus to stealth.
Yeah.
Like, they're
Yeah.
good.
It's true.
Clog, you know what? This conversation concerns you.
Yes.
Now, I have it on very good authority that Hyros has a limited time span here.
What?
He's not going to be alive for overly long, is he?
Oh. Is he sick?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Mm.
I just want to know how serious you are about this laying down your life thing.
Well, I have to. That's part of the whole thing.
Right,
It's a life debt.
you
It's a life debt.
right, okay. You just
It's pretty clear.
I was going to
I just, you know,
but
Hyros is the kind of person who would have done that no matter what.
Well, I just have to save his life in some way.
Okay. And you're committed to that?
Yeah?
Seren,
Yes.
speaking from experience,
Yes.
you're not going to change this man's mind about his bad decisions.
Oh no, I'm not trying to change them at all, actually. I'm just, sure that we need to cash in on that at any point. I just want to make sure it's what he really wants. That's all.
Well, it's not really about wanting. It's, about a life debt. You're not really seeming to grasp the intricacies of this.
I spent a very long time being forced to do things that were not necessarily wants of mine, and given that it is Hyros and I know that he would not expect you, I'm just saying that if you were to make the choice, which you seem to be very clear on not doing, and that's also your choice. That's all.
Well, I'm bound to his service until I can save his life in some way. That's the long and short of it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Clark.
What will you do when you do that? After?
Look, I don't know.
A man who goes day by day, I can appreciate that.
Well, so sorry, basically in a nutshell, that's sort of the
One
long
cannot
and short.
trade the souls of children as though they were tokens. Just nice to see that there's a willing participant somewhere along the way. This pasta is delicious, Hyros. Can I have the rest of
he
it?
was just telling me about it.
Yes, it's made. We rolled out from the insides the guts of a pumpkin. I don't know why. I mean, I get why they're called guts. It just feels a bit much to me, but they're called guts. What are you supposed to do? So you take it, you roll them out really flat, and then you steam them for a little while. You roll them up to little balls, and then you've got that sort of thing. You boil them for a little while longer, and then you season them to hell and back, and then they're delicious.
That's true.
Did the scarf teach you that?
Oh, please, no scarf could teach this.
Alright. So off to Aledo next is the plan.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's call it there.
I
shall
think
we?
that's a good place for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on this verse of the Last Song of Arcadia. It featured Ian Agnew as Hyros, Madison Cadulo as Seren, Freddie Nietzsche as Kashek, Robin Fender as Suri, and Trevor Fail as the Dungeon Master. Crit Out of Luck is brought to you with the help of our Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed listening today, you too can support us at patreon.com/critoutofluck. Thanks for listening, and stay cool.